Today I tested to see how much weightlifting carries over
into rock climbing.
I've been powerlifting for over 4 years with 300-pound bench and 400-pound squat. I want to see how that kind of strength translates to a sport that relies heavily on technique, grip strength, and body control. V0, the easiest level, felt easy. So I moved on to
V1,
which needed a bit more pulling strength, but I of course had no problem with. V2 was trickier as the holds were rounder and harder to grip. You basically had to palm the rock to stay on, but I managed to get it on my first try. Then came V3. I saw a few climbers slip when trying to cross the gap between the holds, but thanks to my strength, I was able to recover back on and finish. And that was
not too bad.
V4 though was a massive jump. Unlike the V3, which allowed me to use more of my back strength, this V4 required a lot of endurance and had small ledges that I could only fit my fingers on. This required perfect body positioning and footwork. I got halfway before my forearm muscles gave out quicker than I expected, and that's when I realized
I'm going to need some chalk.
On my next tries, I fell. Again, and again, and again, and again, and again. To a point that I started cutting open multiple fingers. But I wasn't ready to quit. I watched another climber cruise through the V4 like it was nothing, and I realized I was using way too much power and not enough technique. So I decided to give it one last shot, focusing on better body weight distribution. And I fell. It was a humbling experience, but honestly, I had a lot of fun.